Adios Argentina and Chile, goodbye dunes, sands and arid deserts. Sadly the 2009 Dakar is over, so we're looking back on how the professionals and amateurs fared. This was the first edition of a Dakar in South America and it certainly delivered on its promises. The favourites, as expected, really set the race alight in every sense of the word. The teams had to take the rough with the smooth as the Dakar demands. There was plenty of countryside to be discovered, including the Atacama Desert, La Pampa and the towering Andes. On Saturday, the 3rd of January, the cars lined up in Buenos Aires to embark on this adventure of 9,600 kilometres and 5,600 kilometres of timed stages. The experts were soon to impose their skills, and the final victory looked sure to go to one of the three rally raid giants, Mitsubishi, Volkswagen or BMW. The opening stages were to establish the hierarchy. From the start, the battle raged between Carlos Sainz and Nasser Al-Attiyah, Volkswagen and BMW sharing the stage victories between them. As for Mitsubishi, their luck seemed to go from bad to worse. Masaoka had to abandon on the first Sunday and was followed by Luc Alphon in the 6th stage. What was worse, Stefan Peter Hansel also had to bid the camp farewell, leaving only Nani Roma to take on BMW and Volkswagen. When it got to the 6th stage, there was a turning point in the car category, over the 395km special from San Rafael to Mendoza. Nasser Al-Attiyah, having just won his 3rd stage victory, was beginning to look like the winning ticket, but the course stewards were to decide otherwise. Over every special, the pilots must pass certain obligatory waypoints. The Qatari, however, took one or two liberties manoeuvring the course, and the penalty was tough: disqualification, shattering BMW's hopes of victory. With Mitsubishi out of the race and BMW orphaned of Al-Attiyah, Volkswagen's unchallenged reign was about to begin. Out of Carlos Sainz, Geniel de Villiers and Marc Miller, who would pull off the victory in Buenos Aires? The advantage was clearly for the Spaniards. The multiple world WRC champion was on another planet. The proof: between the 7th and 10th stage, he won 3 consecutive stages. The 2009 Dakar finally looked like it had gained another surefire winner. With the lead of 27 minutes on 2nd place Marc Miller, Sainz looked to be home and dry, or at least so we thought. A crash into a ravine later and the race was history for the Spaniard. And so the Dakar crown passed to Geniel de Villiers, and this time it was for certain. He started a roll of special wins, snatching the 12th, 13th and 14th stages. De Villiers arrived in Buenos Aires, the saviour of Volkswagen. The German company was simply walking on air, with Marc Miller standing in 2nd place on the podium. Robbie Gordon was the 3rd place driver for Hummer, of course, and Mitsubishi grabbed 7th place thanks to Czech Republic. And so the story finishes for this 31st edition of the Dakar, and a bestseller it proved to be.
This 31st Dakar Rally is a success for BMW, at least considering the problems the German team has had in the race. Of course, BMW lost his Ironman Nasser Al-Attiyah at the age of stage 6. Galan Shikhri has been through hard times in the early stages and struggled with navigation problems. He didn't give up though and fought to keep in touch with the race's leaders all along. 168th after stage 1, the Frenchman managed to climb at the 9th position of the overall standings, a victory in itself for the X3 pilot. There are two things: a lot of satisfaction to be here at the arrival and to have lived what we've lived, because it was really a very particular Dakar with a new scenery and new terrains, very difficult. And disappointment, as we've lost all our chances to reach the podium in the first stage, where we've made a mistake. In the dust, I didn't see a left turn, we hit a tree and torn down half the car. We lost 8 hours, so we trailed all the time in order to try and climb up from a position of 168th to the 9th ring in the end, so we fought and here we are. The greatest memory for me is the time we took the wrong valley. We were at the top of a large dune and Mathieu told me, we have to go down in this valley. And we drove to this valley that seemed to be the right one for us, but in fact it wasn't at all. We got stuck in a kind of river. It took us 95 minutes to drive 1.5 kilometers. It was some sport. We thought, this is it, it's over. And well, each time we managed to find a solution. We struggled and moved meter after meter and we got out. The people here really have this culture of motorsport and we've really had an amazing welcome. It's true this year was the first Dakar here, so I imagine if we come back next year the passion will be huge. Sometimes we could hardly drive in town with the crowds around us. The whole BMW team can celebrate. 2 of their cars are in the top 10, Galan Shishrit, who's 9th, and Leonid Novitsky, who's done even better as he's in 8th position. He showed regularity all Dakar long and even gained confidence in the last stages. 2 pilots in the top 10, that's encouraging for the future.
Yeah, I think we showed that we can be as fast as the top cars, and that was the main thing.
Another BMW pilot performed well during this 2009 Dakar. René Kuipers of the Netherlands finished at the 18th position. He can burst out in joy and kiss his family. He deserved it.